What is up, everyone? Welcome lower back to the Crypto Blitz, your own home on your Crypto Restore. I'm your host, Ripple Van Winkle. With a bit of luck, all and sundries having a super day, parents. It is Saturday Infant College Soccer Championship games. They awoke early, the lady friend and I went to the pool. Online casino, we had a tremendous time. The primary ever hand pay we ever got. We performed a little fireplace in Lincoln. I'll tell you a very brief tale earlier than we get into this, due to the fact we are going to talk about XRP breakout inside 48 hours, where we are going. I got you protected the interview. This is going to be performed in the course of the 60-minute Brad Goninghouse interview that's approximately to blow your thoughts. But first, allow me to inform you about my morning. So we went there, you understand, I know it took a pair $100. We were given destroyed, simply destroyed. We're gambling Firelink on the way out, and I turned into much like I got that feeling. You realize whilst you bought that feeling in your stomach, you just were given that feeling that this factor's about to hit, or like Firelink or the game you're choosing. Like something's about to show up. Well, I were given the sensation, went to the ATM, I grabbed a few extra cash, I sat a little butt down, I said, permits, play this. I did 5 cent enums, $3 a spin. Next aspect, you realize we rip into an advantage and the bonus balls are losing. We're unlocking new degrees. We see all of the mana at the top. For the ones you already know about, Fire Hyperlinks is about, I assume, 4 or 5 ranges you were given to unencumber. You get it by means of balls losing into the circulate. So we get the balls, they drop, next degree opens, next level opens. Next degree open now. We need, we need 3 balls to liberate the very last degree in which it is a chief and a mini Satan worth approximately 1,700 greenbacks. I think we positioned back in like $200 after that. And then we walked away, which I didn't realize is that whilst you do hit a hand pay on a slot system, which whatever the hand pay is, they obviously pay you out cash, but the balance which you still have in the machine does not print out. With the hand pay, so I'm standing up far away from system now, not knowing this, the man is going to me. He is like, good day, you still were given $160 within the system, like, holy crap, I higher pass print this out. It turned into extraordinary. Now I'm returned here. She's dog sitting. Probably going to move on a bit live circulation in a little bit. It became a terrific morning, and here we are, Bitcoin 100. 000, it is presently up factor 0.8%. Within the past 24 hours, Ethereum's returned above 4,000 Ethereums approximately to Terra. It is up factors or down factor 0.5%. XRP taking over a variety 3 spot, coming in at $1.56. It's presently up over 7% in. The past 24 hours, USDT is coming in at its dollar peg. USDC is only a tad bit beneath as the overall cryptocurrency marketplace cap is making its march as much as $4 trillion. Dollars coming in at $3.7 trillion. Not too awful and not too shabby. Now we got a little tweet, someone obtainable, saying XRP next 24 to 48 hours. They're announcing these days until the following day they trust XRP is going to pump. What I think they're basing this on is the Brad Goninghouse interview, to be pretty honest with you. I got you blanketed, and then we're going to study the 60-minute interview for those of you who do now not realize I actually have a new Patreon club. It's $5. You'll get all my YouTube movies, you get all of it advert unfastened. This is where I'm going to be talking approximately. You recognize crypto altcoins, what I'm going to get into. All my stuff on YouTube is free. This is going to be greater, and it is going to be all the movies, because we recognize what just took place with YouTube with the ban, so I need to have a backup. It is less expensive than shopping for a YouTube subscription to get advert unfastened, and you get all the content material on there, plus you get DMS wherein you can talk to me, access me. I try and do my pleasant to get returned to them, and when we get sufficient humans signed up, what I'll begin doing is I'll begin doing live streams for the Patreon members, so in place of the demanding 2003 000 humans that commonly jump into my stay streams wherein you try to ask a query. I do my very, very satisfactory to get to all of the questions, however chat flies. It's fantastic tough. But if we have 100 humans that sign up for this, wherein I do consider through the years we desired 100, especially for the 5 greenbacks, that I can place on unique live stream activities handiest for the patron individuals. Therefore, you may ask questions. We are able to go over charts, and we will talk about the whole thing on a platform that isn't going to restriction glaringly my freedom of speech. Credible crypto set up right here. XRP is 90% towards Ethereum when you consider that I said it's probable to begin a few foremost outperformance over each Ethereum and Bitcoin just over 2 weeks ago. We still have every other 98% of upside to move towards Ethereum before my first predominant goal at the XRP ETH pairing is met. At contemporary fees of Ethereum at $4,000, that would position XRP a touch over $5. In the immediate quick time period, he's looking for a reclaim of his LTF variety for a 30% move to the upside. We must simply place us over $3 for the primary time in over 6 years. He thinks that's the subsequent circulate. The subsequent circulate goes to push us up above $3, which, excuse me, I had a sneeze. I had every other one. I lost it, which we can be talking about inside the next. There's those changes into which we could be speaking about within the subsequent day or so, and then we bounce over to this popping out from Newswire case calls on CC Chairman Gensler to release the Hinman's IG record within the new advert. This is going to be airing at some stage in the 60-minute interview. This is hobby, bear in mind the interviews. The following day, Brad going house on 60 minutes, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It states that the patron movement for strong economy known as On and Outgoing Chairman Gary Gensler acting top faith, and in the end launched the Safety Exchange Commission's Workplace of the Inspector Standard Report on Ability Conflicts of Hobby by way of former Director of Company Finance William Hinman, and an advert that is slated to run 60 mins throughout 60 mins this week. It states, and I quote, and that is coming from Matthew Downreich, who is president of Casey, says the American public's faith in how institutions like the SEC have collapsed in large part due to questions about conflicts of interest in a number of the SEC's highest officers. The Inspector General's investigation into the previous Director of Company Finance is widely known. In beyond instances, he launched the IG's report. It states, we are asking Chairman Gensler to do the proper thing and release the report. So humans, the American human beings, can know what happened leading as much as the authorities' most consequential moves on crypto guidelines. Crypto coverage would take middle stage in the course of this week's episode of 60 Minutes as Martha Brennan interviews Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, knowing the long status felony dispute among the SEC and Ripple. Case believes that Chairman Gensler will be tuning into the interview. Of route, he is going to watch it. So the enterprise is buying time all through the display to name on the chairman to release the report. The authorities' watchdog business enterprise empower oversight, obtain hundreds of pages of documents through the Freedom of Information Act and court cases against the SE, which probe Mr. Heeman's movements in workplace that may have violated federal ethics policies on Battle of Hobby. The organization's investigations resulted in a referral of proof to the SEC OAG in May of 2022. In February 2020, the SEC OAG asserted that they were inside the final tiers of researching crypto areas. Guess what? Good evening, Chairman Gensler. We know I do not want to play that. I do not know if I'm going to get a copyright. So we are going to go away at no longer to play. If you want to see it, it is on my Twitter profile. It is also on Crypto Aries. It's the precise advert that is going to be performed. This Alters is getting very freaking interesting. Let me get this. XRP breakout in 48 hours. Bet. What are we speaking about? Well, what has Bob said? This is where an XRP will strive its subsequent breakout. December 7th to December 8th. That's these days going into day after today. So the query I were given, will Asia begin the pump this night? Leading us all to waking up to a stunning, inexperienced morning, leading all of the way up to the Brad Garlinghouse interview. This breakout is the equal breakout that Credible Crypto has spoken approximately. He would not provide a timeline, Credible Crypto, because he is aware of, like every appropriate analyst, you don't deliver timelines. You simply tell them the styles and the charts and how it seems like it's going to play out, and while it plays out, you date again to the chart, which you put available due to the fact no person can time these things perfectly. But Credible Crypto says XRP still needs to make a claim. 30% move to the upside, which is going to put us above $3 for the first time in 6 years. Water's above, first time I'm hearing approximately their Twitter, who there. I'm no longer positive, to be honest with you. I'm simply reporting information. But they may be trying to call for a breakout these days going into the following day, which almost lines up very much like us whilst Dogecoin went on a run earlier than Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live, due to the fact everybody notion on Saturday Night Live that Elon Musk changed into going to move ahead and pump Dogecoin to the moon.